Coming to you from beautiful Wilkes County in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, we invite you to the musical world of the Kruger brothers. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the show with your hosts, the Kruger brothers.
Yes, she said 3, 2, 1. She gave the count. Yeah.
Well, I thought you want to do the intro. Did you do the intro?
I did the intro.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hello, everybody. We're on. We should be on.
Another professional engagement.
It's all good. We got Joe Newberry here, our good friend. I can say that, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we work together many times.
As often as I can. I love working with the Kruger brothers.
You know, I sat in with you at IBMA a few years ago with April, right?
That's true. That's true. As a matter of fact, I remember that you at one point I was playing the banjo and you came up behind me and put your hands over my eyes and we thrilled the crowd.
Didn't we?
We thrilled the crowd that the music could go on even blindfolded.
So I'm so glad you're with us here tonight. We're very happy Jody is here with us because we love playing, and Joel, of course, playing his bass. Uwe and me, we're all excited.
Oh yeah,
that we can get to play again. And we're gonna, don't wait long. We're gonna start off with a old. It's a standard, you would really call it.
I think
right?
it would be a standard. Yeah, I've played it my whole life. There's "Sail Away, Ladies, Don't You Rock 'Em, Daddy-O."
What does that mean?
I really don't know. "Don't You Rock 'Em." I don't know if it means rocking a baby, rocking the house.
Yeah, I always thought it's like so cheery for everybody to sing
is
along,
pretty cheery.
but I never knew really what it meant, and I never was brave enough to ask.
The first time I went to a music party in Chapel Hill, we were playing this song, and the folks I was playing with, they sang "Don't Sheet Rock My Patio," and I said, we got to the end of the tune, and I said, What's that about? And they said, we couldn't figure out the words, so we just thought we'd sing "Don't Sheet Rock My Patio." So you never know, I might slip one in.
Right, let's go for it. How do you want to start this?
I think we should maybe start it with a count and a little slide and then the 4 chord.
Yes, why not?
1, 2, 3, 4. Just got a letter from Cairo Town.
Sail away, ladies, sail away.
Said St. Louis burning down.
Sail away, ladies, sail away.
Don't you rock the body, oh, don't you rock the body, oh, don't you rock the body, oh. Sail away, ladies, sail away. We'll all be angels by and by. Don't you rock the body, oh, don't you rock the body, oh, don't. Whenever I get my new house done, give the old one to my daughter. Sail away, ladies, sail away. Rock 'em, Daddy-O, don't you rock 'em, Daddy-O, don't you rock 'em, Daddy-O. Sail away, ladies, sail Don't you rock
I know you
rock
wanted to
my
stop.
patio.
Don't she rock my patio?
I know you wanted to stop, but I didn't.
Oh, that's fine. That's the thing about making the music. Is that
Nobody can put their
everybody
foot up.
has
The old time, nobody can nobody can see if you put your foot up here.
That works.
Man, that's fun.
It is. It is almost too much fun.
Now, there's a whole lot of
no
things
such
that I
things.
never done. I
Yeah.
never had too much fun.
Commander Cody and his Lost Planet
You
Airmen.
betcha. Absolutely.
Too much fun. That's what my doctor said. You're having a little bit too much.
So, Joe, tell us a little bit about yourself. You live in Raleigh right now.
I live in Raleigh now. I grew up in Missouri. You can always
Missouri
tell
or Missouri?
north of the river, Missouri, and south of the river, Missouri. In the summer, everybody agrees, fellas, it's misery. That's it. I came to visit a friend of mine in the early 1980s in North Carolina, and I just ended up staying.
We know how that works.
Yes, exactly. Well, my car broke down. My car broke down, and I got a job to pay for the car repair. But by the time the car was repaired, when you're young, you can make a life really quick, and that's what happened. And I've been here ever since. I've been here almost 40 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't look like you're 40.
Oh, stop. Cut it out. Cut it out. Stop.
I don't wear my glasses.
Oh, that's it.
I put my glasses on. Maybe then we can talk again.
Well, we have a list here, but we'll roundly ignore it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, this is a beautiful list.
It's a nice list. It's one of the nicest.
As far as lists go,
And it has
Yes.
really nice words on it too. So
You know what? I think that song. When the Roses Bloom in Dixieland.
Oh, I like that one.
I think you do such a great job on
Well,
that.
thank you very much.
Yes.
It's a good old number.
It really is.
But I have to thank you because I would have never thought to play it in B flat.
Yes, don't be flat. C
But this, we're going to do this so all the trumpet players and can jam along easily at home with trombones.
yes,
And
we have whole horn sections that watch our broadcast and play along. We do. Do we? Exactly. Tune it up here.
Joel always wanted to play the sousaphone instead of the bass, but we just said no, it doesn't work because everywhere we see a sousaphone player, there's a pedal of
Puddle, not a pedal, a puddle.
puddle.
Yes, a puddle of
Of spit,
sputum.
Is that no, Joel?
No, that's why they make me wear the mask during the
Nice.
shows too.
Fellas, before we
no. Let's play some before we go to this.
before we go too much further, I do want to thank you for having me up here, and it's a real treat to play with you. I can't tell you how much I've looked forward
Let's
to
wait.
Let's wait till we played a few songs. and
Well-
see what that-
it. I figured I'd try to be nice to you before it all falls apart.
So I'm going to turn on the reverb again.
Yeah, the reverberation.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
When the roses bloom in Dixieland, I'm coming home to you. When the band is playing music rare to the sweetest girl I ever knew, I'm saving up my money to buy a little cabin home for two. When the roses bloom in Dixieland, I'm coming home to you. got a letter from the sunny south, from a girl in Tennessee. She knows I'm making lots of money up north, then it's me for old Tennessee. I answered up her letter. I am far away. When the roses bloom in Dixieland, I'm coming home to stay. When the roses bloom in Dixieland, I'm coming home to you. When the band is playing music grand to the sweetest girl I ever knew, I'm saving up my money, buy a little cabin home for two. When the roses bloom in Dixieland, I'm coming home to you. Boy, that's fine.
That was
Beautiful.
pretty. Very, very pretty.
Well, thank you very much. You've helped me find my key.
Sounds good in B flat.
It does sound good.
sounds good in B
Lots
flat,
of
yeah.
things sound good in B flat until it doesn't.
Well, but a lot of bluegrasses, they sing that, but an octave higher than. So, did you start playing guitar or banjo first?
I started singing first. I come from a singing family from the Ozarks, and so I started playing guitar when I was about 14. Mainly there was a little girl in the neighborhood who was playing
to
guitar.
impress a young lady.
There you go. But I also wanted to be able to accompany my family on their songs, and then I was 15, and I was at the Boone County Fair in Columbia, Missouri.
Yeah.
And I heard fiddle music, and there's fiddle in my family, in my mother's family. I heard fiddle music, and I literally pivoted, and I walked into a big tent where the Boone County Fiddle Contest was happening. And I walked into that tent and into my future. And on stage, we're playing some of the greatest fiddlers in that part of the country.
And you're still working, with one of the greatest fiddlers in the country. You know?
I am
No
a
doubt.
lucky guy. April Virch is just an amazing musician. Actually, I have two duos. One with Mike Compton and one with April Virch. I tell people that I'm in my two favorite duos. I'm really, really lucky.
I just sometimes say I'm a duo just myself.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, and but you told me this on the story that on your father's side, your family listened to country music and stuff like that, and on your mother's side, your mother listened to a lot of big band music,
Big band music
and
and
the
the
Mills
Mills
brothers,
Brothers.
right?
The Mills Brothers, it was nice. It was a nice household to grow up into because Dad would sing the old Ozark songs, and then Mother would put the Mills Brothers on the stereo. Mm-hmm. I love them. I love them. Matter of fact, I did one of my favorite songs that they did was called "I Guess I'll Get the Papers and Go Home," and it's a one-verse song. And of course, the Mills Brothers, the three brothers at that point, they'd all take the same verse but sing it completely differently. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't really do that, so I went ahead and I wrote a second verse and tried to slip in the feel and kind of the same kind of words. So we can try it if you'd like.
Absolutely. I would love
What key are we
Key
in?
of F.
For those of you playing along.
That's it.
That's the one with that
That
E flat, yeah.
I guess I'll get the papers and go home, like I've been doing ever since we've been apart. I get some consolation when I read of someone else's lonely heart. I wonder if you get the papers too, and if you feel as melancholy as I do. So until you're in my arms again, never more to roam, I guess I'll get the papers and go home. Chance to me won't see my tears or know my pain. I wonder if you wander too, and if you remember the day we said I do. So until you come on back to me, I will walk alone just to get the papers and go home. I guess I'll get the papers and go home, like I've been doing ever since we've been apart. To get some consolation when I read of someone else's lonely heart. I wonder if you get the papers too, and if you feel as melancholy as I do. Until you're in my arms again, never more to roam, I guess I'll get the papers and go home. I guess I'll get the papers and go home.
Very beautiful.
That's so much fun.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, that missed a
Oh, Until you're in my arms again, never want to roll. Yes, I'll get the papers and go
Let's play this whole song again. No.
Play this with the rest
do
of
a,
the
do a
show.
record.
When
Do a
did
record
you
with
start
that
playing
being
the
the beat.
banjo, really?
I started playing the banjo at the Shea Coffee House. I was about 19.
C-H-E-Z.
It was
Shea Coffee House. Okay.
You know, a lot of people, they'll say, "Oh man, I just lived at that coffee house. I love that coffee. I just lived there." Well, I actually did live there. There were 7 of us, and we each took a different night of the week to run programs. And my night was Wednesday night, which was open mic night, which means that I heard more bad versions of Route 66 than you can even dream of. But
You haven't heard ours.
You really haven't heard ours yet.
there were 6 of us were musicians, and so it was a great place to learn all sorts of.
But you were so
music.
musically talented. Why did you choose the banjo?
4 notes.
I always
was
wanted
looking
to say
for my
because
four notes.
that's what they always said to me.
Okay, so I've got to tell you,
Now we got a double take on
No,
that.
you really.
I went to when I was
is the
still in the
banjo
workaday workaday world. I worked for the North Carolina Arts Council, and one of the board members came up to me. We were at a retreat in the mountains, and I was playing with an older fiddler named Ora Watson, and we were locked in. And you know how it is when you play with somebody. We were locked in, and one of these people who were there on the board, I could tell he was watching us, watching every move. And at breakfast the next morning, he came up to us and he said, "Now I was watching you with that old woman, and you were making music, but it was more than music."
It was like Harold and Maude.
And then he said, "But I did not like the music."
No, that's cruel.
I know.
That's, yeah.
But I did not like the music. But anyway,
Anyway, that was a story and a
But
half.
you play guitar, you play banjo, and you're also a very prolific songwriter.
I like writing songs. Yes, sir. I come from a family that where poetry. We love writing poetry and reading poetry, and we love the way words roll around in our mouth. So I've written songs. My first song I wrote was at age 5. It was a ripoff of the Kingston Trio called "Hang Down Your Head, Bugs Bunny." You write what you know.
Yeah.
And,
But
and
you-
you've written songs before you could write, right?
Pretty much, yeah. That's right.
That's right.
But you have one that's called "Long Missouri Summer." That you have you recorded this?
I have
or?
not recorded it, and I've never played it with anyone. We worked out a little bit before the broadcast, but it's let's play it. It's a thrill to play this with such great musicians.
Because it really is hot and muggy out here, and somehow the song really fit me for.
I figured out, sometimes you figure out what a song's about after you write the song. And I figured out that I am everyone in this song. Every character in this song is me.
So it's a very selfish song.
So selfish.
Autobiographical.
But enough about me. What do you think of me?
That's right.
guess
By the
I-
way, I just wanted to mention to all our friends at home, if you have questions for Joe, you can write it in
the comments on
in
Facebook.
the comments, and Melissa's going to try to catch it if it doesn't run by too fast. And did you have anything already that we can after the song maybe ask? But anyway,
Not yet.
yeah, all right. So if you have anything, but first the song. This is great.
dousing the fire of July. If you're looking for a scorcher, well, we got one. No rain expected from a cloudless sky. Dogs lying underneath the pickups, hoping for the slightest whiff of breeze. The old man next door dozes with his feet up. How in the world can he wear those long sleeves? It's a long Missouri summer. I know it will end eventually. Cicadas call just before the thunder, like my good old home is called. Shadows fall, the kids head to the river, where I was baptized at the age of 10. That spring-fed water sure can make you shiver and raise some goosebumps on a youngin's skin. I laugh when I think of what my dad said. In winter, boy, we pay for this good heat. So now I will just lie here on the daybed and pray for hell's eventual retreat from this long Missouri summer. I know it will end eventually. Cicadas call just before the thunder, like my good old home is called. Cicadas call just before the thunder, like my good old home is called. I'll play all night.
You have these kind of addictive songs that I just don't want to stop playing.
I'll tell you what, I could play that all night. That was beautiful, fellas.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joe, for being here with us. Really, it's
A pleasure.
This is just absolutely
it's-
stunning. It's
yeah,
wonderful.
you're such a great musician.
Thank
It's just
you
so
very
easy
much.
to play with you. It's just so it rolls. How's it going in the interweb?
It's going good. Everybody loves your hat.
No, of
Thanks.
course
They
Oh,
won't know how many gallons
Oh,
it
this
is.
old thing.
The whole thing.
I've got a new one. I've got a new one in the car, and I just can't bring myself to start break. This is so. This just is so good and broken in.
How does a
We
head
had
break
somebody
in?
else ask. It's David Ball's birthday, so his Uncle Walt on the set list.
Oh Lord. I don't know. I'll probably have to do it another time. I haven't thought of it in a lot. That Don't You Think I Feel It Too? But we'll work that up for the next time. Yeah. And see, that's the Grandpa Jones method of getting a job.
Getting yourself another
fellas,
gig. Yeah, that's
we'll just have to work that up the next time. How does that sound to you?
Grandpa Jones School of getting another gig.
Never, he would say, never make people ask, have they started? And never make people say, are they done?
Well, he was a smart man.
He was a very smart man.
He was. How about playing one of the clawhammer things? You know, the Wild Bill Jones. Ooh. I think that's a wicked story.
It's a wicked story. My youngest daughter, I'd play stuff like this, and she'd say, "Ooh, that's kind of Carrie." "Ooh, Daddy, that kind of Carrie."
What does that mean?
It's kind of scary.
It's scary.
Ooh, Daddy, kind of Carrie.
Yeah.
Canadian.
Yes.
I actually got a capo out of my banjo case and made it, prepared it. Well, we went together with Joe many times, different occasions. But I remember well, you know, when we first met in Banjo Camp North up in Michigan, you know, in Lansing. Ken Perlman put that on, wasn't that right?
It's true, yes.
Ken Perlman and from Elderly, you know.
Stan
Warburton.
Stan Warburton is a fantastic guy.
Wonderful man.
And they put that together, I think, and they invited me up to be a teacher, and that's how we met.
That's how we met. And we got caught in one of those Midwest thunderstorm afternoons where we were supposed to fly out at 5 and did not fly out until about 9. Yeah. And I remember having that good 4-hour block where we just sat and talked about everything. And you know, it's when you meet somebody, well, only you guys. I met you and I just thought, well, these are friends. They're new friends, but they're old friends. And you said something, Jens, that I've never forgotten it. And we were talking about teaching, and you said, well, you know, they want to play like me, but they really can't play like me because I've been playing for so long. But then you said, but I can show them how to have as much fun as I do. And I thought that was one of the greatest things about teaching that I ever heard.
Oh,
it was great. You. Yes, sir.
Thank you. I can't remember that, but I thank you so much.
Wild Bill Jones.
Wild Bill Jones.
How did that come about?
Wild Bill Jones. It's a good song about a bad man.
You give me the sort of the intro, and then I'm going to kick it off.
I think that's how we'll do it. I'll give 4 bummadiddies. Are you ready?
Okay. Bummadiddies, yeah.
Walking and talking by my true lover's side, bade him to leave her alone. He said my age is 21 years, too old to be controlled. I drew my pistol from my side, destroyed that poor boy's soul. Staggered, fell to the ground, he gave one dying moan. I turned and I said to my true lover girl, honey, you'll be left alone. 20 long years, this poor boy, he longs to be free. Wild Bill Jones, that long-necked bottle, they prayed a ruin of me. Today was the last. Wild Bill Jones, tomorrow will be the last of me.
Yep. That was kind of a hurry.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's play it again. No. You know, we had 2 weeks ago, we had Tim Higgins here, you know, with us playing fiddle. And he just walked in the door with his lovely wife. And so they're sitting back there. And maybe towards the end of the show, would you fiddle one with us?
Oh.
Huh? Would you?
Maybe. I think we can.
Huh? Yeah, and then, you know, now we're still going to be here. But I just thought we'd give you a chance to get your fiddle ready, maybe play one or two. That'd be great.
That'd be mighty fine.
I mean,
as Jim Watson would say, that'd be mighty fine.
he might can use your...
He can sit right in my chair. I'll get up and
No,
go.
you don't. No,
Yeah.
you just have to move
I
on your lap. You have any questions for Joe of the interweb?
No,
The world
Worldwide
not anymore.
interwebs?
Not any new ones.
Not any new ones.
No.
No.
Well, the evergreen question is, will he ever stop talking? So that's good. That's
you
good
go.
that we've already
No.
answered.
This is all about you, Joe.
Yeah.
We worked together once. You know, you working for the North Carolina Symphony,
That's right.
and we played there. Which event was that? Was the event when we played with
That was the
Branford?
event when we played with the.
Or
with,
did we just play this music from the spring? Right.
I think you played music from the spring when I was working with you.
Yeah.
That was
Although
that.
the
Yeah.
one where we played with Rhiannon, weren't you?
No. That
Or
was
that was later.
That was later,
That was later
I
when
think.
we played
Yeah.
with Branford and Rhiannon.
Branford, yeah, okay.
With you, it was just music from the spring.
Okay.
Was Grant the conductor? I think. wasn't
Grant
he?
Grant
Llewellyn,
Llewellyn,
the music
I
director,
miss him.
getting ready to be music director emeritus.
Where is he? Where is
He's
he now?
retired.
He's in Wales.
Yeah.
He's in Wales, and I think he has one more year of, or 2 more years of emeritus status before he ends his tenure. But he's had a brilliant time with the North Carolina Symphony and has grown the symphony, and they're playing so great.
They are fantastic.
And I love the fact that they incorporate traditional music and acoustic instruments like ours
Yeah.
in with the symphonic.
Yeah, we were scheduled last year, but it didn't work out, you know, because of all the COVID. You know, we had to change the dates, and then but we're going to do it again. Now, I want to ask you a favor.
Yes, sir.
This song you wrote. Did you write a song, or where did it come from? About the guitar.
Oh, I wrote a song with brother Tim Stafford.
Also with him.
Yes, also with him. And it, I was just getting ready to retire my Rode guitar, my old guitar, my 1949 J45, and I was actually kind of mourning the fact that it was going to not travel with me, but it's having a well-deserved rest. So I talked to the folks at the Pre-War Guitar Company in Hillsborough, North Carolina, and they recreated the neck on my old guitar. And Tim and I were talking about writing a song about old guitars, and so I wanted to put in all of the things about my old guitar, sort of. So it had an old screw capo on it, and so there were divots in the back, and a really thin top, and belt marks and scratches, and it's sort of, you know, its owner is kind of battered and beat up too. So
You don't look too beat
It's
up.
the hat.
Not even the hat. You're funny, Joe. You really are.
But this is called The Marks.
That's a great song. I love that song.
Aha! Sounds like Santa Claus over there. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I sat there a while, didn't want to go in, but I finally opened the door of my car. Went in the church, there on a stand was my grandfather's old guitar. The smell of the wood filled the room like so many times before. It was like he was saying, I'm not really gone, but boy, I can't play this box anymore. That guitar smelled like whiskey and tears, dust from dances, cigarette ashes, Old Spice and gin with herringbone trim, but mostly it smelled like him. Took it home, I held it up to the light. I saw things I'd never noticed before. I turned it over, I saw the marks of every belt he ever wore. The neck with its divots like valleys and hills, old frets worn from play. Finish was cracked, grain saw daylight, close as the last judgment day. The outside looked like cradle to grave, with dust from dances and cigarette ashes. Top paper thin, with spidery skin, so mostly it looked like him. All the marks, the proud battle scars of endless nights and nameless bars. He left his mark on country boys and old guitars. So now when I play it, I hear whiskey and tears, dust from dances and long time to spend with a song that won't end. Mostly I sound like him. I try my best to sound like him.
That's beautiful. Sorry, I had to laugh. You know, I played. That's like the ending of in a Mighty Wind, you know. The kiss
Hold
at
on.
the end
If
of
we're
the
going to
red
end it
roll.
like a mighty wind, then we got to do this. We got to do this. If we end it like a mighty wind, we got to do this.
Really?
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, and then I should probably.
It's the song with the rose and the kiss, right?
Yeah, of the rainbow.
The end of the rainbow.
Oh, it's a kiss at the end of the rainbow.
Rainbow, yeah.
Yes, mention
More
Mickey.
precious than
The
of gold.
Oh, sorry.
They're playing our song.
That's it.
So are you going out and play again? Do you have some shows coming up?
I do have some shows coming up. Compton and I have a little run in the Midwest in early August. We'll do a festival in Delaware, or New Jersey, the Delaware Bluegrass Festival.
Yes,
Oh, beautiful
yes.
festival.
Labor Day weekend, and then I'll be doing some solo stuff, and then April and Virch and I will do our annual holiday cheer tour in late November and through December, and we've got actual real dates.
Yeah, so you've been threatening us that you would maybe come here.
We will in a heartbeat. That would be so much fun to bring April and have Newberry and Virch.
Now, April is from Canada, right?
She's from Canada.
But-
She grew up in the Ottawa Valley region of Canada, but she lives with her husband in North Carolina now.
Well, the first time we saw her, I think, was at a Masonic temple in Guthrie, Oklahoma.
Oh my God!
Yes,
Remember that?
when we were playing the International Bluegrass Festival.
Yes.
She was there that first year.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the first time we saw
That
her.
was before we moved.
That was
Yeah.
yeah, that
that
was
was like
before we moved here.
2001 or something.
It was like her
2000?
first tour of
Right
America or
around
something. It was
there,
really
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I think
We saw
around
her, and
2000.
I think the last time I
2001
saw her
yeah.
was also at the Oklahoma Festival on the main stage.
I'll be darned.
Last time we played, they played before us, right before, and then Tommy played, I think, and that was when that big thunderstorm came in. And her guitar player had an incredible sound on his guitar. You know, he had a
He was a good
microphone.
guitar
The ones
player,
at
yeah.
Ossipee with just a piano player?
No, that was Natalie.
That was Natalie
That was
McMaster.
not, sorry.
Yeah. Well, April's one of those quadruple threats. She is the first woman to win All Canada and the Canadian National Championship on the fiddle. But she also is an amazing step dancer, great singer, and she's writing great songs too. I mean, it's amazing to
I know
watch her
when
work.
she comes, we're going to have a little step, you know. Do you think she will come to our show?
Oh yes.
You think so?
No, we've already talked.
She still
about
likes us?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
All right. Listen, I would really like to hear you play the Cumberland Gap.
Cumberland Gap.
Yes, because you know we need an instrumental, and no, not that the singing is not good, but I like to hear you play clarinet banjo.
I love to play it.
You know, and you play it really well.
Well,
So-
I have 4 notes, but they're good notes.
You found the 4 good ones.
I found some 4 good notes.
I'm still looking.
Well, they're there, brother. You know, it's funny. One of the reasons why I love to come to Wilkes County is that this is where the Newberrys are from. Thomas Newberry left Wilkes County, North Carolina in 1836 and went to Arkansas. But that's my branch of the family, and they went through the Cumberland Gap.
You got the song, Riding on that Newberry train.
That's it. I like that.
Riding on the Newberry train.
So it could be like your kin, you know, with Jody, maybe way back.
Somehow, yeah.
Oh, I'm
'cause
sure.
Newberries and the Calls. There's got to be some family tree roots somewhere.
Because in that song about the guitar,
intertwined.
you had the name Whiskey in it,
That's it.
which is part of this county. Well, part of your family, for sure. Both sides. I like that. That was priceless. You know,
The call boys and girls.
it's been great, you know, playing again, you know, on the 4th of July. We had a big party down in Wilkesboro, and this, you know, this coming Sunday now, we're going to be down there again. The weather, you know, I don't know what it's going to be like, but we're going to set up probably again like we did the first time on stage, you know, so in case it's going to rain, that you can sit in the dry, or you know.
Bring some umbrellas.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And actually, Tim Higgins, you know, who's here playing fiddle in a few tunes, he's gonna play with us on Sunday. Then he's here in town. You know, he's visiting Bob Kogut, and they're grilling all day long. They're frying chicken. I don't know how many chickens you can fry, but they're doing.
I look forward to playing this Cumberland Gap because he's got a little. Your version has a little bit of a twist in that.
It has a little bit.
I just love that.
And if you find yourself playing the A part when everybody else is playing the B part, just go with it.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure I shouldn't stop?
No, don't stop.
Okay. I will not stop.
For those of you at home, this is in last chance tuning. It's F, C, F, C, D. If you have trouble remembering what that tuning is, just think of Newberry's elementary school report card, F, C, F, C, D. And here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm not. Cumberland Gap, wake up, soak in the Cumberland Gap. I hear you over there.
There for a second, yeah.
Now for the fingernails for the claw hammer, what do? You go to a nail salon?
I don't. I actually, there are a lot of claw hammer players who do. They'll go get acrylic nails. I don't like the way they feel. But when I wear down my index fingernail, I'll buy one of those the press-on nails, like a gel nail, and
then it'll last for about a show. And
if I watch myself, I can go 3 days. Even with washing dishes and stuff like that, just getting it good and dry. If you get the glue right, it'll hold pretty good. Yeah.
When we started off playing, there was a banjo player. His name was Daryl Adams.
Yeah.
You remember he was from Oregon.
Yeah.
And he toured Europe. He lived there, and he told us the trick of what he did. He took cigarette paper. Mm-hmm. He put cigarette paper and he put
clear nail polish.
Clear nail polish
and
on
then
top.
build
on the cigarette paper, and that's what he would use. And then, he would take then later, a cigarette paper and super glue.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
works.
and just build it up. Ken Perlman takes Scotch tape and will tear off a little strip. You can always tell when Ken's getting ready to play because he's got that real look of concentration. So,
Scotch tape?
Scotch tape?
Double sided.
no, single sided. No, if it was double sided, it would be this.
Yeah, exactly.
That was great.
I love the intersection between clawhammer and three finger style, and
Yeah, there's something going on. That's
it
just
really locks in. When I was a young man, I've never been scared to play with anybody. I mean, I just like music, and I was at Mount Airy Fiddlers Convention, and I had been playing someplace, and I was in A, and I went by this monster bluegrass session, and they were playing an A, and so I went over and stood on the side and was playing along with whatever tune it was, and a guy with a Winston 100 hanging out of his mouth, he was like, he came over to me, he said, "Take one, Claw."
I remember I was in Beam Blossom in 1982, and remember the Red Clay Ramblers with Tommy
yeah.
Thompson.
A hero and a friend.
And Tommy, I didn't know him, but there was a jam session out in the dark. All I could hear was a clawhammer banjo. I mean, he was as loud as the entire band just by himself.
Tommy was the complete banjo player. When I moved to North Carolina, Tommy lived in the same little town I lived in.
Really?
And
Yeah.
I could not be, these people were just guys on records to me.
Exactly.
And there he is in the post office getting his mail, and I couldn't believe that he would come over to the house and play tunes and have a beer and, just like, oh my God.
He could play clawhammer and it would peel off the paint of the walls, I mean, he was louder than any bluegrasser or fiddler or anything. I mean, he could.
When we played down here at the farmers market at Wilkesboro, we were playing, pretty music, and Jens was picking and everything, and this farmer comes up, in his overalls, stands right next to him and says, "That's some pretty banjo picking there, but can you clobber hammer that thing?"
Yeah, clobber
Clobber
Hold on, we've got to write this down.
Can you clobber hammer that thing? And he said, well,
It was just great.
yeah.
That's going in the vault right there.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
and when they ask us where you guys from, Jens said, "Well, we're from Switzerland." "Oh, little Switzerland down there."
Oh, yeah, little
I said,
switch.
No, the big other
Switzerland.
Switzerland. And his remark after that was, "Oh, we didn't know you had the same music as we did."
Hey, Uwe, I would really
Beautiful.
like my brother to sing a song.
I was just going to
You
say.
think so?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, when we started
I
the
love someone. What is it?
it's
Still
a,
miss
I still
someone.
miss
I still love someone, but I still miss someone.
Yes, I think that was close enough.
we talked about Johnny Cash and June Carter and the Carter family. How you've been close with you played at the Carter Fold a few
lot,
times
yeah.
a lot. So maybe we should do a little
I think that's
Little-
a mighty fine idea.
just to cool things down just a tad.
You're in B
Good
flat.
in B flat, I think. So I think I'm just going to start with the 4-5-1 kind of thing. Boom, boom, boom. All right. At my door, the leaves are falling. A cold wild wind will blow. Sweethearts walk by together, and I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. I go out on a party just to have a little fun. And I find some dark I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. You play one, Joe? I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we had begun. But there's someone somewhere for me, but I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. And I still miss someone.
Oh, I didn't want that one to end.
That's a good song, isn't it?
Fellas, I wondered, could we try that train song, that tribute that I wrote to Doc?
Oh,
Could we do that?
yes.
It's the Still Love to Hear the Whistle Blow.
Oh, yes, try that. And what key was that?
C, and I to hear Jody do that train beat. It's the train thing. I wrote this. Doc was sitting in the green room. You know, once Doc sort of got set where he was gonna, until it was time to go on the show, he'd just sit in the green room. And my friend Bob Roop said, "Doc, how you doing?" And Doc said, "Well, I'm all right. I'm too old to drive the train, but I still love to hear the whistle blow." I mean, how can you not write a song after that? So, and you kind of got to start it like, I think you sort of have to. When I was a young man, and I was in my prime, I worked on the Katy and the good old Mopac line. I started as a brakeman, buddy, life was fine. But I'm looking in the rear view, and all I see is time. I'm too old to drive the train, but I still love to hear the whistle blow. Started making the railroad green a long, long time ago. Whether it's a fast train or a freight line. Too old to drive the train, but I love to hear the whistle blow. I worked up to conductor. We would ride all night. Finally get a little sleep just before daylight. Once we sidetracked at a whistle stop to get a little bite. A pretty gal who served the beans became my heart's delight. I'm too old to drive the train, I still love to hear the whistle blow. Started making railroad green a long, long time ago. Whether it's a highball or freight line that's slow. I'm too old to drive the train, but I love to hear the whistle blow. Crescent serves New Orleans, Southern serves the South. I'm an engineer with words that felt good in my mouth. I started at the end of steam, I learned the diesel's worth. Now I have a gold watch with my name inscribed within. Feels like I just started, but I know I'm near the end. You might not want to hear it. Here it is, my friend. Your bones will rattle with the clickety-clacking on that you can depend. I'm too old to drive the train. I still love to hear the whistle. Started making the railroad green along the road. Whether it's a highball or a freight, I'm too old to drive the train. Love to hear the whistle blow.
I'm glad you cued that ending.
Man.
Cool.
Fun.
Very much.
What
Very,
fun.
a lot of fun. I think we're almost done with our program here tonight, and we still got Tim Higgins.
Come on, Tim.
To come out and well, before we do, we want to thank you for watching, still supporting us. We still need it, and we really appreciate your help, helping us to tag along. We have a few shows coming up, but it's going to take a while to, Anyway, I don't want to impose on you. If you can give something, fine. If you don't, there's nothing we can do.
Tell all your friends about this show.
Yes, absolutely. Everything good on the interweb?
Everything's good.
Yes, thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Jody.
You're welcome.
And here's Tim. No, Joel.
Just
Joel,
move over here.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, just
Come on over.
move
Just
there.
let Yeah, the that's mic how in. it was going.
No, not there. You go over there.
Well, there's all kinds of wires over here.
No, that's okay. It's all good. Yeah, Joel, you're fine. And you come a little closer to the table. Yes, Joel, that's fine. Just move on. Just perfect.
Get you in my hand here. Hi, Timmy.
Oh, thank you so much.
What you think you might want to play?
I think we gotta do these. We gotta do the medley, of
Mississippi
Sawyer and all that.
Okay.
Can you play a little bit on the fiddle so I can see? I have to go over there just to see if it really works. Cool. Thank you, Tim. We start off with Mississippi Sawyer, and then we go into all kinds of things. Folkadeer and
Soldier's Joy.
yes,
St. Anne's.
St. Anne's.
Whatever, we'll
Joy,
play
all
whatever.
that, yeah.
Yeah, you'll hear it.
Well, thank you all so much. It was great to have you, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Really, thank you so much.
We shouldn't wait that long till for the next time. This is just.
Banjo players are, as you know, like vampires. You have to invite them across the threshold, but then they show up once they're in.
There's always DDT.
All right, you want to kick it off, Joe?
No, we got to film.
No. You gotta kick it off.
1, 2, 3, 4.
much. Thank you, Tim. That was more like it's like San Ann's breakdown. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Joel. We love you. And we love you all. We hope to see you soon.
See you soon.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Broadcasting from Double Time Recording Studio in Wilkes County, North Carolina, thank you for watching and all your continued support. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Join us next time for another edition of The Musical World of the Kruger Brothers.